Alright, Stewart, is there a big fundraising effort underway to keep Tom Garlepp?
Yeah, look, we're trying to do everything in our power to keep him. Obviously the club was hamstrung with an 80k deficit in our budget this year, but we've drawn that back to around the 25 to 30k, so we've made really good inroads, but we don't want to risk the future of the club or where we're trying to head financially on the back of just recruiting whoever we can. So we're being I think the board's been very smart in seeing if we can afford him. We've put out a bit of a feeler to our sponsors and the public. I think everyone's seen what he can do and they want him to stay, and to win a championship, obviously that would really help. But again, we're very conscious of the financial stability.
So he's available, it's just a matter of being able to pay him?
Yeah, basically. He wants to play. He's expressed interest. He wants to live here next year. So I think he's been really excited about what we've put on the floor, and not just on the floor, but everything that goes along with that. And Hobart's a great place to live, and he's just about to have his second child, and both him and Renee to pick them up for the women and men's program in particular for next year would be incredible for this club.
Sorry, what's changed there? Because you made it sort of sound like you didn't want to come here full time. You'd love to, but you couldn't this year for some reason.
He can't this year. No. We're talking. He'll play a substantial amount of games this year, hopefully, if we can fundraise the dollars. But for next year, that's when he's looking to make the move, the transition down here, if it's still on offer.
So it'd be a fly-in, fly-out type arrangement this year?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. That he would probably play 10 to 12 games for us this year, and then finals, which would be great for this club. But I think what he's done is his off-court work has excited the sponsors, and I think he wants to be part of that.
So would you pick which games he played? Would you target certain teams, or is it just going to fit in with what he...
No, it'll fit in with his schedule, and right now we're looking at Bendigo, which is our next home game after tomorrow, Dandenong, and then the Canberra trip as well would be the start of it.
Where does this leave the fella who's playing?
Yeah, Lewis is still very much on the radar, and we have not changed in that space. That's where our financial... We had a budget, and that's where we've spent it with Lewis. So this goes over that budget, which is something that we were committed not to doing. But Tom's just been such a great addition for the club and the sponsors that everyone wants him back, basically.
How much money do you need to raise?
Around 12k we're looking at. We've already raised 6 of that in the first 24 hours, so we're well on target. So I'm thinking it will happen, but again, that's completely up to the board and the administration of the club.
How soon would you want him back?
Well, we've got to play Bendigo next Sunday week, so yeah, definitely want him here for that game. They're the championship team, and they're in our conference as well, so it would be a big game for that one.
So 3 come up with a coin, could they, mate?
No.
Or you take a pay cut?
It's a lot of laser tag.
How did you guys spend the week off?
We gave the guys one night off training, but yeah, it's a huge game for us on Friday without Tom, and the expectations of the group now. It'll be interesting to see how we end up. Sandringham have already gone through some changes. They've got rid of one import and brought another one in, and he looks pretty good. So they've got a good veteran group. I'm expecting it's probably our toughest game yet now with the new import in place.
You mentioned before, just off camera, getting a new import in the first game, you come up against them for their first game. It's not ideal for you guys.
Yeah, would have liked to have got them while they were down, but obviously a new face in the club will get the other guys energised as well. Like Nathan Croswell's been around a long time, and they've got some guys that have come back from the NBL as well. So yeah, it'll be good. We'll have to play very well to win.
Just on Garlepp, if you got $6,000 in 24 hours, you're pretty confident to get the other 6, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very confident. Yeah.
So you can pretty much lock him in, do you think?
No, can't lock anything in until you get the money. Yeah, we're working hard. I mean, he's such a good fit, not just for now, but we're looking at the next 3 years. I mean, if we could sign both him and Renee to the next 2 or 3 years, it just saves you a lot of problems with imports, and then our locals will just complement that. Where the club would be pretty much set for the next few years.
What sort of dollars in the situation do you need to create? create for Renee to come as well?
Yeah, haven't discussed that, but obviously she'd be an integral part of that conversation. She's got to be wanting to live here and with 2 kids, so and it'd be her first time back in basketball. But she's a reigning MVP. She's represented the country. She'd be a great addition to this club.